Hey folks, welcome to Software Testing Hacks. In this video, we will learn about static keyword in Java. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Let's create a new class. Let's name it as static keyword. Okay. And then check this and finish. Okay. So if you see here, we have got public static void main here. Whatever the method till now we had used was having static keyword in that. What is that then? So static is basically a keyword used in Java. We can use it along with the variable or even method, even a class or a block. Anything can be static. So how? Let's see. So I'll create another class here. Let's name it as class testing static method. Okay. Or static. Okay. And now I will create two variables. Let's name it as int a and I'll assign a value 10 and then int b. Let's assign a value 12. Okay. If I want to access these values, if I want to print these values, how we were doing it before? We were just simply creating the object of the class. Let's say testing static, and then let's name it as ts1, okay, is equal to new testing static. So this is how we were creating the object, and after creating the object we were able to access the variables that is present in the this block in another class. Okay, if I want to access this, I can just simply go ahead and then print it. System.out.println, and then let's print this. Let's run this. Of course, see, we are getting the output printed without any error, right? But now I just want to write this, print this value without creating the object of the class. How can I do it? So it is simple, just by adding the static keyword behind the. So once we add static keyword, once we add the static, this particular int a as static, at that time we are getting an error here. Static field, okay, in testing static dot a should be accessed in a static way. So what does it mean is, so we need not to have object of the class to access this particular variable because it is declared as a static. So in a static way itself we have to access this. This is a warning. So what I'll do is I'll just comment this. Okay, rather than that, I will access this using the class name testing static dot a. So that resolved the warning. So now let's run this. Now also it got printed successfully. So which means that we can have static keyword added to a variable. By adding static keyword, we need not to create the object of the class to access the particular member of the class. So that is one thing we learned now. So let's have another, let's say system.out.println. Sorry, let's create another method. Let's say void display. So with this method, I'll print the string, one of the string. Let's say Welcome to Testing Hacks. And here also it is the same story. If I want to access this display method, then of course or obviously I have to create the object of this class, and then I can call this ts1.display. So after calling this method, I will be able to print the statement or call that particular method. But if I just go ahead and add static keyword for a method, then see, now also we got an error. So the static method display from the type testing static should be accessed in a static way. So that means that we need not to create the object now. So we can just call it just by using the class name. So this is the class name. I can just call it by using the class name. So now also let's run this. So this also worked perfectly fine. So now we got to know that by using static keyword, we need not to create the object of the class and then access the member of the variable. Rather than that, we can directly access the particular member by using the class name dot, and directly we can access either the variable or even the object, like or the method of the class. So this is two things that we learned. So also, if I want to create a static block, how can I do it? I'll just simply say static. Okay, this is how. And let's remove the value from here. Let's assign the value here. B is equal to 12. So now, see, here there is an error. Cannot make static reference to the non-static field because here we have not declared it as static. So I'll simply go ahead and add static keyword. So now the error is gone. Okay, now directly I can access this easily just by system.out.println, and then I'll call the testing static dot b. So if I execute this, it will work. So we learned that how can we make a particular variable as a static, and how can we make a particular method as static, and also how can we make a block as static. So these are the three things, and also we can make a class as a static only if it is a nested class. At that time it will work. So this is all about the static keyword in Java. If you have liked this video, please do like it, share it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.